Going YouTube. Okay. Since I stopped the stream yesterday, um, I duplicated this one, moved over, flipped it just to see if a corridor would work, and so far it's all pretty good. I could probably let's delete that because we're going to use that. Let's 90° it. I could in theory add what do you call it? Corner sections as well. Okay, let's now copy this to there. Okay, so I'm not too fussed about exact alignment because nothing's built exact, so if I now copy those three and I can move them up the roof. Okay, corridor wise that seems good. Now we're going to need staircase, grassland, balcony or fence. Okay, so if I again keeping it all grouped, let's copy that up, rotate it 90 this way. Grabbing the wrong piece there. Actually, you know what? Let's just grab another one of these, move it sideways. And with a minus, let's do that. Turn that off. Okay, so if I now just enlarge that till it cuts the top off, so we'll say about there. Just a test. Okay, that doesn't feel too bad. Doesn't feel too bad at all. No, I reckon bring it down to the elbow. So if I grab that, bring it down to about there-ish. Yeah, that feels heaps better. Okay, so at the moment, all the doors are to the same key number. The way I made this door is it's just you go. Actually, in fact, I'll show you is when you're inside the actual. I think it's the front of this side. Inside there, it's literally just detecting the key, and you just change what the key's called. So I can make this window and door key 3, that one key 5. My base could be key 1 and you're automatically given key 1. So that part of it is self-explanatory. Now I'm just wondering the actual game target. So what the aim of the game is. So games like, for example, Grand Theft Auto is to make a lot of money. Um, Saints Row is to become the boss, and um, Mafia is to get revenge. So I'm just wondering what this would be. Now, I want to say Cyberpunk was to become the I don't know, the best headhunter, whatever the fuck they were meant to be. But it's like the rest of it's not correct. So why would that be correct? But like, what is that end game target? I'm just wondering if it's to get, because generally speaking, people don't play Dreams for hours on end. Play games on Dreams on hours on end just to play games for hours on end. They'd normally play it for like somewhere between 10 to half an hour, 10 minutes to half an hour to like just burn some time to see if the game's any good. So if I target that, I'm thinking maybe you've got to steal something, maybe? Or collect something? Okay, so I've got to make stairs. Now, if I just use that piece. So if I get up this, move it to roughly where it would be, so there, then move it up to the next floor up, which is going to be, we'll say there, and just, wrong one, match it, so we can go, say, that. Then I should be able to get that, group it, there's a flight of stairs. And because it's grouped, so you can move them all together, but they're all separate sculpts. If you need a shorter one, just remove some. If you need a longer one, just add some. So that should work. Okay, let's move this to this end. Okay, because the aim is to be gridded, but to not look gridded, if that makes any sense. Because gridding it will make it easy to add, alter, or whatever to change stuff. Okay, so let's just quickly test that. So the balcony feels right height-wise. I'm gonna have to make... Oh no, I've got that strut. I can just rotate that. If I come to the stairs, how does this go up the stairs? Okay, the stairs are jank. Okay. That's not going to cut it. Okay. The only way I can see around that is by making it a shallower staircase, in which that means extra pieces in between. So if I bring it out, let's align it with just say that. Actually no, this one here. Let's delete them. Bring this all the way to say around about there. Up to around about there, and oop, wrong one. If we go to say that, group them. Okay, so if I move you out of the way, because of the way the puppets are made on their end, it's a pain in the ass to get them to go upstairs. But if you make the stairs just right, all the way. That's not too bad. Now obviously it's going to need a double wall there, but that's fine. Yeah, I think I know what's causing that. It'll be the hitbox of the puppets. If I go in one, oop, no, back in one there, and then grab the not that one, nope, that one. There we go. No, the cone's fairly high up. Let's raise it just a little bit extra. We'll just test. If I do that, and there should be a degrees walkable slope. If I turn that up. You see that the step. You see the steps are too wide now. Okay. Yeah, they need to be like half that. Okay, interesting. So if I go, actually leave it on there. Let's delete that, and we'll grab that. Bring it up to about there somewhere. Move it in a little bit. Oop. If I make it one more. We'll try that. So the steps should be just a little bit narrower now. Yeah, see now they're too narrow. Because now it's doing, see now it's doing that. So I don't know why it's doing that. I can fix it. Which I really don't want to do because it's going to look odd. Because you can fix it by adding a sloped piece, making it invisible but collidable, and your puppet actually walks on that instead of the stairs. See, down doesn't look too... Oh no, yeah, it's definitely off. They're too wide. It's definitely too wide. See, that's going to be closer to that one, isn't it? Let's just check. See, now it's too short. We need to somehow... I could... If I turn into here and grab that one, and just out of curiosity, if I go incorrect, I need that one. that one. Doesn't matter where it goes, it just needs to be a thing. Just be a cube. Just want to see if it is the hitbox, which I'm willing to bet it is. If, during that, if that is triggered, I need to turn off the hitbox. If I come into here, actually no, don't read out. Actually put it in the puppet, because, hello. Okay. Let's just grab a keyframe. If I do that and then go, where are we there, and go off. So when that detects the puppet, it turns on that, which turns off that. So we'll just see. Okay, so I just fall through now. Because I did that. Of course. What a dumbass. What a dumbass. I need to turn that off. I need to turn that. Let's just turn the... that. Then that. Then that. That should be correct. And do that. So I don't want to turn it... Yeah, I don't want to turn the hitbox off. I just want to move it. Okay. Yeah, see that went up smoothly, so it's definitely the hitbox is causing it. And to be honest, that one there isn't too bad. So the one, the original one, could be just altered slightly. Okay, well that's good to know. Okay, so if I just move you back. Because that's a little too steep. But I don't want to make it too unsteep, because then it's going to be the... Okay, so if I come in, let's delete these. Let's move you back slightly. Then duplicate this one. Bring it up. So if I go, say, I reckon about there. And then, oh, how many we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that one's centered. So let's just darken that one slightly, so we can tell. Okay, so that should be 5 on top. That's not a bad setup. Okay, so I can just come in, go in one. I'm just doing that so these are all grouped. Okay, we want to detect the puppet with the inner zone. I'm going to be editing that puppet to make the character. So as you can see how I do my characters. I think I've shown it before, but it doesn't matter. Then we can just grab the puppet. Set the puppet. Let's grab a keyframe so that I don't have to worry about it. Because what it's doing is the center of its hitbox, which is I keep getting the wrong one now. That thing is balancing off the stairs. So if the stairs are too steep, they'll hit that cylinder thing. So I need to get it to go, not that one, that, and then nope, that one, and then that one. Let's make sure that actually that can stay as it is. So we've only got it to there. There's no way to get it any higher, is there? No. You can, I can, No, we'll shrink it down. We'll shrink it down. Leave it like that. Okay. Because we're not... It'll still hit, but it's right in the center. It's a very small hit. But each body part should still collide with the stairs. So that should work, and if we put walls beside it, that should be fine as well. So if we go like that, go like that. Let's cube that. Now obviously it has to be centered in the stairs, and it has to be enlarged to the point where... So let's enlarge it. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. I can then run this one that way a little bit there. And this one can go a little bit there. And I need to lower this one to about there. Okay. So now if the puppet enters that zone, it'll alter its hitbox to that little tiny little bit there. Because that, no doubt, is what's causing the issue with the stairs. If I come up, it should go up the stairs perfectly fine. Yeah, okay. So you can walk slow or fast. And it should work fine. So that's all good, that's all good. Now for grass. Let's copy you. I'm just going to get this. Oh yeah, we're not using paint, are we? Using the tint. So we can just go green, a dark green, and then we can go to the loosen, and let's add that one, some blades. So we do that, then we can just do that. And loosen it a bit, and it'll give us that grass look. And we also have to change the sound to a grass sound. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Trying to take into account everything we'll need. So for capping, we can use the bit I'm using for the stairs. We've got a brace which we can use, which is multi-part, so we're going to have part of it lit up, part of it not lit up, so on and so forth. We've got a window, flippable, door, flippable, a wall, which is also used for all the other pieces. Glass panes. I'm just wondering if it'd be viable just to do what I would normally do and just cut it out, or because let's face it, you want to have a glass balcony. So if I copy that, bring it across, and then grab I'm just doing that one. There we go. Grab one of them, get the number, put it globally. That can go, actually that can stay, but we need to go square, and then do that, and we need to transparent the number, because we're not using the number. So if I now center that, I can move that to there. Oh, it's nowhere near centered, okay. It's a little bit closer. Yeah, that's pretty close. And go to say there-ish. Okay, then I can get that at say 50% on black. And then we can go to this part, Just copy that top piece. Just move it down. I didn't go far enough, did I? No. There somewhere, okay. Just determine how thick we want the top part. So I'm saying about, ooh, that sounds good. Okay, so we got solid balcony, that. And of course with the hitboxes, that's good, right? If I crouch, can I get through? No, because I didn't change the crouch's hitbox. That's good actually. So the feet will poke through when you're doing the thing. Of course, that section isn't actually hittable. If that's the case, I'm better off having it. No, I'll leave it as it is. I'll leave it as is. It's less complicated and easier to manage. So if you're doing a double thick, obviously copy and flip. Okay. I want to make a basic open-ended thing for that. Okay, so if I go back into here. It'd be good when I can get to the actual part where I'm designing gameplay mechanics. Okay. Back to roughly there. Put it into there-ish. Okay. And this one here, we want to place a hole in it as well. This is going to be for like archways and stuff like that. I'm just wondering if I should try and make an elevator as well. That'll fit. Okay, how's that look? That doesn't look too bad. It's going to be centered though. It's roughly centered. Okay. So we've got an open-ender. We can just put a wall there if we want it close-ended. Braces, brackets, balconies, grassland. I'm just wondering if I should make a variant of the grassland that has a path. I don't think I will. If I need to, once I've made the entire world, I want to edit the pieces. Obviously, I can paint them and stuff like that, so I can vary it. But to keep the thermals as low as possible, I want to try and keep everything using the same pieces. Okay, let's just grab the wall and a bracket. Let's move it this way. Do it again. Okay, so we've got that we can grab. Same, make it for the other side. Okay, and then if I grab these three and decide on the thickness of the floor would be about there. Correct? Not quite. Okay, so how do I bring this over? That's roughly in the right spot, then bring it up to where it's got to be. So we want it about there. I should be able to move this across. And because each segment's slightly smaller than what the actual piece is, it should allow for misalignment. That's good, good, good. Let's copy that across to hide the gap. So let's move that, and again, alignment doesn't matter so much. Okay. This should be getting close to fully testable piece. So I can walk up. Okay. I'm just going to use them on that section. Okay, yeah, so I'm only eyeballing, so you can see that is not straight, but here we go, that'll be straight now. So if I now go there, there, there. Actually, you know what, if I go like that, without selecting the puppet, I hope I clicked on the right one. I don't want that one. Okay, so if I do that, I should be able to get this and go like this. Just for testing purposes. Okay. Okay, so I've got all this. Then if I want to run, I can run up here. Okay, that's going to be an issue. The puppet going through is going to be an issue. I could raise its thing. That could prevent that. Raise its center of gravity. Okay, we'll try that. Or we'll try raising its center of gravity for the stairs. So if I grab the stairs, which are now hidden. Okay. Pretty sure it's the other way. Save it. We'll test. Oop. Yeah, see the puppet's going down, so it needs to be the other way. Wait, no, that's not right either. It's better. You can see on the way down, it's working. Speed is definitely the thing. Okay. Well, if that's the case, can't I just adjust its max speed as well? We'll go from a 2 to a 1.2. Okay. Okay, that works heaps better. The only catch is you can bypass that by doing a run, which could cause your puppet to freak out. I want to do the right thing, so I'm going to have to put a thing so you can't run while on the stairs. Come into here. Nope. Let's try it again. That one, thank you. Okay, now that one's run, so we've got to add some pass-throughs. And then when this one is activated, we need to turn that one off, that one off. Okay, so that will prevent, so down here you can run and you can sneak, but if you run up to the stairs, fudge, the speed is too fast. But once you get on the stairs you can't run, okay? Okay. So I'm going to have to add a... Wait, will it let me with that? I don't think it will. Oh yeah, if I go... Okay, I gotta try and... Because they don't label the X, Y, and Z's correctly. It's... Y is always up and down, but if you go into... Oh, that one's right. So let's add a bit of fall off of that. Okay, so if you get to about here, run should be disabled. Yeah, see? So it disables run early, okay. That should hopefully... Yes. Unless you would just... Well, I'm not going to be making it editable unless someone asks for it. That should be good. Okay, so... And I can get up to the next floor, just representing the next floor. It's the same floor, just... Okay. So I can now come back into here. That should be good, that should be good. So I can now close you. Okay, so that's that done. So if I need to add cappers, I can just literally go like this. And then I move these this way. I don't have to have them centered. It's capped. They can then... That. Okay, now the floor above... See, there's an issue here. What I can do is go... That. And have these be raised to there, right? So if I get rid of that one, and that one. Now again, these don't have to be exact, so I can literally make that a shorter step, or I can move it to there. And then I would have to copy these twice to fill the gap. If I go to there, not using extra pieces, doesn't raise the thermal, and it should fit just fine. Yeah. I'm looking at it. It looks like it could be concrete. That's all good. Okay. Yeah, you can see here how low the character's sitting. It's because if you look where the torso is, it's above the step that's below. That's what was causing the issue. That's why I've adjusted the hitbox. Because the hitbox right now would be... Actually, if I go into it, you'll be able to see. The hitbox would be like here somewhere, whereas before it would have been hitting. Okay, so if I do that, now I need a half width. No, I don't. I've got the balconies. The balconies, the technical half width, they're about a third. Or I could just make it and just move it to the side. I'm trying to think, like, if you wanted to make a half wide staircase, See, in this situation here, the half-weight staircase, you could literally just move this to like there, but then what do I do with that extra bit? I'm thinking you could just grab this wall here and move it in, move it 90 degrees that way, move it to where it needs to be, so there somewhere, and move it across. Then obviously these walls can be moved across here to fill that gap. So if I go that, let's grab the, no, they stay. If I grab them and move them across to there, just say, and then we'll copy that one to there, just say. And for the roof part, you can literally just grab this, move it to the point where it would normally be, so there somewhere, and then just move it across until there, and do the same back here, and then we can copy these to roughly where we want them, and that should, it works. It does need a kappa there. Actually, no, it doesn't. Because if I grab this wall here and move it this way, and get this and move it back, that'll work. So, door, window, balcony, floor, walls, window frame, door frame, open-ended, stairs, and the two different kappas. And then obviously if we want to make dirt, it's just a matter of changing okay. Needy kids sending me messages while they're playing GTA, which is not a game I play a lot. Okay, ignoring that. Okay. So I need to... I think that's all I need when it comes to building pieces for now. Obviously, there'll be trees, furniture and stuff added in later, but I've got to do some of the game mechanics, which I'll do on the next stream. Which would be along the lines of something in here. Because we've got here door key, so I can literally, like, if I turn that off, just to show you, that's why I'm using this, because I made it these doors this way. If I walk up to it, it doesn't do the unlock, so I cannot open this door. But if I come into it, edit, and I come back into here and turn that key on, it'll make the boom noise, and you see it's unlocked. So if I made this one, for example, let's do it anyway, because why the hell not? Let's go. We're going to change that to key 2. Okay, and let's make the window the same, because they're the same apartment. Key 2. Okay, so now that's key 1. So if I copy that down to here, and we're going to label that as key 2, exactly the same as what the thing is labeled as, and turn it off, we can then add a spot somewhere. Let's just say, let me just grab a floor here, move it in. So just say we put a For this demonstration purpose, I'll just use a cube. There. Let's do this, do that. Not collidable. I said not collidable here. Does all that. Okay, so I cannot hit that. But if I go incorrect, I need a chip. Keep pressing the wrong bloody buttons, man. Okay, so quickly do that, then go. We had to detect the player, and then we're going to do a pulse of 0.1 seconds, and then we're going to come into that one. So if it detects the puppet, it's toggled to B, and on B we had a keyframe. And for that keyframe, we come into here and turn that on, like that. So that, I'm going to add it so that it displays on the phone as well, like what keys you've got. I don't know, maybe I put a square with like a tick in it or something. I don't know, or a cross in it. Who knows yet? So you can go, okay, I don't have that one, don't have that one. As you get it, it gets rid of the cross or puts the cross there, or something like that. That there, let's illuminate it so it looks like it's a pickup. Okay, so right now, if I go to this door here, I can't open it. But I can open this one because I have this one's key. Open it, go in the room, walk into that. I should now have picked up the key for the other one across the road. So I've come here, and I've unlocked it. So that's how the doors are going to work. Now obviously it's not just going to be a cube, it'll be on a counter or something, then you walk up to it and it'll have the thing to hit the button. And it'll be square, just like opening the door, so it'll come up, hit square, and then obviously you hit square and you pick it up. If you die, do you keep the keys? Do I do that? Because at the moment, if the puppet dies, because it's a switch that's not in the puppet, you'll keep the keys. I'm thinking yes. So if you can get the key and then you die, then you still keep the key, which is probably the best bet. So this method is probably the best bet. And then because it's a keyframe, distance doesn't matter. Yeah, I reckon that's the best bet. So I like, obviously, if I wanted to, just to show you, I can just grab this floor, move it over this way, because it's all doing the whole grid system. I can just go like this, go like this. Okay, that's not there, it's over here. I would obviously put back walls on it. That window, for example, could be maybe not locked with a key at all, which means if I come into here, I can come into it and go, maybe it's always on, so I can just switch that to a switch. So I could turn around and go, of course that detect goes into there, I can go like that. So right now it will always, I've done the wrong one, haven't I? Yeah, so it's always unlocked. So that, because that's my room, so it's always unlocked. So anybody, in brackets, come along here. Let's have a peek in the window. Oh look, there's a collectible. But you need the right key to get into the room to get the collectible. Actually, can I climb out that window? No. Wait, what if I'm crouching? I may say I can't jump on crouching. Okay, so that's good. The text going across is a big gap in between it. That is semi-intentional. I didn't quite want it to be that big of a gap, but I wanted it to be so you have to have a look at the door for a split second to see whether it's locked or not. I didn't want it to be stationary going, okay, it's locked, I can't get in there. I wanted you to have to go, okay, is that locked? Yeah, okay, that one's locked. That's meant to represent the fact walking up and jiggling the doorknob. There's no doorknob, so that's obviously not a thing. It makes the noise when you unlock. There's the if you've got the key. If you don't have the key, it doesn't make a noise. I'm wondering if I should make a noise stating you don't have the key, or do I make the thing flash as well, because it's a pretty quiet beep telling you whether you got the key or not. I could turn that up, I suppose. Lifts. That's going to be an issue. I do have a lift I can use, which I might just do. And it is multi-floor without a grid alignment requirement. So you can have floors any distance apart. All you have to do is put a station of a mid-floor station at each floor, and it will stop at that floor. The call down and the call button isn't a call button per se. It's just another switch from inside the lift. And if it's at the top floor and you're at the bottom floor, you have to bring it down through all the floors. You can't just push the button once and it comes all the way to the bottom. I have been meaning to add that to it, but I haven't done that yet. You know, real life stuff, you know, shit going on. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Quick save. And if I go to the thing, it is public. The lift I'm talking about is public. So if I back out, if I go search, I'm pretty sure it's called the lift. Just to show you the lift I'm talking about. There's my original one I made. That's a two-story lift. It literally goes from one floor to another. This one here is expandable. It goes up a certain distance, which was an issue. This one here, it's not off distance. It's off. So if I get a view, it's off those stations. So there's the top one up the top. That's a top floor station. So once you get to that point, the up option is no longer available. This one here is the bottom floor, so when you're in this station, you can't go down. So the lift knows that that's the bottom, and the top one's the top. But those two in the middle are central stations. They can be moved. Like if I go in here, let's choose up. I've delayed the door closing on the movement so that you can see it is going in the right direction. So I've moved it, it stopped her on that floor. If I go up again, it stopped on the next floor. Now if I go into it and edit it and rewind it and just say I don't want that floor there, I can select it and move it up with that. So long as it's, if I move it just say to there. So I haven't chosen a like exact height and all that. Let's grab this one and move that one up a little bit as well. So they're completely different spots now on the slider. And then go in and test it. It should still work perfectly fine. Oh, I didn't move those numbers. Oh well. You can see where they were compared to where they are now. If we walk in and go to 2, which should be the next one up, it'll go up. It's got a braking system on each floor. So it should stop on each floor because it's gonna, do not move anymore. Do not move anymore on each floor. To have a call system, all I would have to do is if I hit a button on the bottom floor, for example, and the lift isn't there, I could just come into it and tell it to turn every single one of these ones here. Let's open it up. Those things there, to tell it to, actually no, it's not those ones, it's this one here, isn't it? That one. Yeah, I can tell it to turn all of them off. Which means it'll go past that floor going, okay, I don't see anything. I could just power that chip down, for example, and it will go, okay, there's no floor there, keep moving. And the only one of those that would be active is the one that you press. So that was my plan. I just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, so if I go in and send it up, just to show you what I mean by the return system. This will take me to the second floor. Now this lights up, it detects when it's at the station. So, it's at station 2, do station 2. You go to station 3, and the top one is station 4. Now obviously if you add the floors in between, you'd have to add extra numbers. That's why my original one doesn't have the indicator, because it's a whole mess. This one's if you've got a 4-story building, you want to add the floors. Okay. I've jumped out. It's up there. If I want it to come down, I've got to come over to here and hit down. As you can see, the lift comes down. It's slow, so the braking system stops it exactly where you need it. So it's now on the 2nd story. So if you come here, it's indicating floor 2. I can hit down again, and it'll come down the 1st floor. I'm going to redo it. Use the same thing, but the floor selector is going to be different because, like as you can see with the way the numbers work, they're just stickers on top. But you've actually got stickers now, so I'm going to use them, and I'm going to make it count. So it's not going to be like you're going to see a 1, a 2, and a 3, and a 4. It's going to be like a normal elevator, where it actually counts 1, 2, 3, 4 at the little top or something like that. But again, I've got to get around to it. I might even do it in the actual thing and then add it as a downloadable separate thing. Who knows? I don't plan on making the other one. It's not going to be like a 600-story building and all that. It's going to be more like a 2 or 3-story building where you can take the stairs down or you can take the lift down. Or maybe even have it so that it's barred off and you're taking the lift from floor 3 to floor 10 where your apartment is, or something like that. That's why I call it 21B, because it's a variant. If I do the 21A, it is pretty much exactly the same lift, just that less of the whole floor selector thing. So if you go in, you literally go up and down. There's no numbers, no nothing. And this is the one I'll edit to give it the floors. If you're using it, these here are the guides. So you can see that's the size of the door. So if you want to add a door to your building, you can use that. And that's the frame for the door. They're exactly the same doors that are over here. Cyberpunk has holes in the door in the lift, so I could, in theory, if I back out and if I go remix. Of course, the lift itself is literally just a cube. It's like this. I can go like this, add a hole in it. When you walk in the lift, you come in, there's a hole in it. Now obviously it's using this camera that's looking this way. You don't need to have that active. You can turn that off. And then you go up, it'll go up, and you can see the world moving in the back. I might do something along those lines, so you can see the floors go by, but then I have to decorate the outside of the building, which I'm going to have to do anyway, because you're going to be able to walk around in the courtyards. it's not going to be a city. It's going to be more like a mega building. So it's going to have shops, apartments, gardens, all that, and like you're not going to actually leave the complex. Complex. I could, instead of making it an apartment, make it an underground complex. That could work. That could work pretty good, actually. If you watch this stream and you get to this point, by all means, comment down below. Make it a building or an underground complex. I could also make it a spaceship. But yeah, because I'm not sure what the setting is yet. I'm still flushing it. I know what I want. I want an open world, roleplay, exploration style game. The puppet's going to have first and third person, so it's going to be a switch. I want it to have some form of editing and some form of outfit change. And I want the world to have NPCs. But I'm just wondering, do I just make them stationary NPCs we can walk up to them and click on them? Or do I actually do motions on them? I'll figure that out. Well, I'm going to call the stream there, guys, anyway. I'll catch you on the next stream where I'll start doing some of the, hopefully, gameplay and laying out of the building. So I'm out here. Stay safe, and I'll catch you on next time.